Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, ImperialDane, the one, the only master of propaganda, the only sanctioned source of comedy to entertainment. Off here to a 2v2 on Belgorod. In the west, it is Stark and Sully fighting for the British Army, the Commonwealth, King George V. Here taking on the role of the Guards Armour Division here with tactical support, Royal Engineer, special weapons and commandos. Versus underneath it is the ImperialDane himself with Encirclement. And Vic here with Elite Armament, Overwatch and Special Operations. Forming up here with the... let's just go with 21st Panzer Division. We got triple section there for Sully and double section University here for Stark. Royal Engineers here for Sully with the Royal Engineer Recovery Squad, designated command vehicle, vehicle crew repairs, the flame mortar support, and the ADRE. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my page supporters, these champions, these heroes, these absolute cool guys and people there overall. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can consider donating via PayPal. Links are in the description. I should comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. As for Encirclement, features ambush training, stormtroopers, break supply line, breakthrough, and close the pocket. One of my personal favourite abilities in the game. Skirmishing in the south here, first shots fired here between the Fulton Grenadiers under Vic's command and Stark's section. Up north here being hit with MD42 Grenadiers, they're pushing in here for the point here. And we got Royal Sappers out there, or Recovery Sappers here for Sully, section cord here being suppressed. And up north, Pioneers we've got a deep flank kill being planned here by Sully, expecting to have the machine gun up there, but instead it is down here. In the south here, a bit further skirmishing, Vic's men are being massacred here. Brutally, the Sturm Pioneers are by Stark's section, backed up in the University with a third one on the way. Moving up here, note the reason I'm taking the path is rather than attack head on here, which could aid me over to this. It's also just going to they expect me to attack. A path through here has more options, but also leaves me open instead to go for the car point here. That way, denying them fuel as well. Since in my experience versus the British, you really just do not want them to get any fuel. Pushing forward, see machine being flanked by the Royal Sappers. That's going to have to retreat there. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers, the section 8 Pioneers going up for the second home to bleed them out. More Grenadiers arriving. No, I'm not retreating immediately. They'll do that. So there you go, clearing up the section up close to the Grenadiers and the Pioneers here, doing as much damage as it can before I have to retreat here. That's going to have to immediate retreat here as well. Other Grenadiers falling a bit back here in the south. Vic, meanwhile, pushing onwards here. The section being mauled, or the folks being mauled here by the University Carry. We got 3 kills on it already. Close to Veterans who won. Right there, another MD42 for me. Closing and be able to upgrade my men with the ambush camouflage upgrade, which while nerfed is still, I find, fairly effective. Plus you get sprint, which is pretty good too. Gonna use for the advancing sappers all being gripped there with a flamethrower. Lewis drops their shot, and there you go. Jeremy joins him in the great pixelated British afterlife. There we go, more kills, but the sack companies will have to fall back soon. But there you go. Fresh machine gun arriving, and I can now begin upgrading them with the ambush camouflage, and I proceed to do so. Tech as well there. Vic here falling back towards the center, having been bloodied here by Stark, and we got the Vickers K there on his universal carrier. Machine moving up here, machine moving up there. Going for the northern munitions point here. And both MD42s being equipped with the ambush camouflage. I will also eventually upgrade the Grenadiers with it. But there you go, second mission to the MD42, and narrowly stopped here. Peter there. Cut absolutely apart there, then we put to a point blank range. Tech down there. Going for the southern field point here, forcing Vic to, of course, deal with that. He's got the Panzerschreck on the Sturm Pioneers, help deal with the universal carrier. Now I'm steady advancing here. Ambush machine is ready to, like, bleed up a British assault. Sappers almost done there for Stark as well to help repair universal carrier, which is now rather dinged up. Good lord, Peter. Yes, I think this thing may explode anytime soon. Section moving forwards here, steadily advancing up here. Note the deeper flank path in case there's someone hiding here like a Vickers or just some really angry Brits. And there you go, machine gun ambush the section. Light mechanized company there for me in the south. Troops moving about there. Steadily advancing, moving into the sappers there. We got Vic with Overwatch. Classic there, particularly as the British. The Jaeger Infantry Code Squad tends to be quite a good counter to the infantry sections. Also got early warning systems for the fatherland. Like to Feldhaubitze Artillerie, Artillerie, and the sector assault, leaving only Stark without a doctrine. Grenadiers beating the sappers a bit closer, even with the light machine gun. Ambush camouflage almost done as well. Going for the car point here, by the way. Moving up the machine to assist, and we can see this. Vic is also keeping the Sturm Pioneers to assist as well. And half-track on the way from me there. Mechanized infantry being one of my favourite things here. Pioneers, they're good to go. We're probably waiting for the half-track there. Grenadiers trying to sneak about, but they're too low on health. We'll have to retreat. And we got the AC Mark 3 there for Sully. And I lost the Grenadiers in the south here. Got basically mobbed here by a huge blob there by Stark and the Electric basically just killing them before the chance to react. Which definitely sucks for me. Big moving in to try and deal with this advancing just this swarm of infantry under Stark's command. My machine are getting flanked, need to retreat. That be the machine at least covering up the flank of the MD-42 there, giving more time to retreat, but the situation's definitely turning messy as Stark just ambles forward. University upgrading the Vickers K upgrade. Not upgrade, but he's pressing fire there. Sturmpioning forward, getting poked down by the section as well here. Up north there, full route from me. Back here, half-track ready, going to need reinforcing. Pioneers waiting inside the half-track. That will definitely need to replace my infantry losses, though I will also need a pack eventually. Sully's AC Mach 3 is almost done here. Back here, Belgorod headquarters done. Medics on the way. Half moving forwards there. Flamethrower Pioneers ready too. Machine guns there, good to go once more. Trying to just hope to push back my opponents with a bit more aggressive shock tactics. Buy myself more time. Stark is setting up mortar emplacement here. A classic spot to see British players set up a mortar emplacement due to the building being rather not to deal with. There you go. Quick mechanized assault. AC moving in. In this case, I can sort of try to save the half-tech by spending forward to the Grenadiers and Pantherfast in the AC there if necessary. In this case, the half-tech for some reason decides when all to just like, do a bloody 80-degree turn. A 100-degree turn then gets knocked out. Most frustrating, sadly, at times the pathing can be a bit of a mess. It can occasionally particularly cost you to lose a half-track just like that. It was like, simple get the hell out of there, and the half-track decided, to do the whirly-burly. Stormtroopers away from me there, adding some MP40s, so they're taking some losses here. Did not expect to basically find all of Stark's blob right next to that. But here we are. So, seeing a bit of rough danger up here in the south centre. We got moved about there. Also, another reason I went for the half-tech so fast is, typically most British players increasingly don't go for the AC Mach 3. Thankfully. So I was kind of not expecting it a bit there, but obviously I should have anticipated it. But there we go. Officer out there for Sully. As for Stark, we got no sign of the officer there himself. No AC and no doctrinal choice. I'm going to need a pack for deputy with the AC Mach 3, and there you go. Punts up a Cannon 40 on the way. In the south here, Vic holding up the line. Caught here the Universal Cable with the MD-42. He's moving forwards as well. Pioneers needs to put pressure on the sappers. Burn them up there while they're still suppressed. There you go. Grenadiers making a sprint home to Pantherfaust it, but it doesn't quite land. Meanwhile, we got Vic here with the larger scale attack. He'll use the two-pronged movement in, moving up and part to support him against the AC. But also looking to catch Starkey off guard. But instead, Stark matches him again with a blob, which has also seen its sections bolstered. Quite nasty stuff there. Moving in machine to assist the rest of the blob. North the entertainment from forwards. Going to need a mine there. There's a lot of action all over the place here. And we got the section boosted by the officer pushing forwards, forcing Vic to fall back from here, even as we're trying to deal with the situation in the centre. It's a complete mess here. A complete mess. Pioneers reinforcing, Pack 40 ready there, increasing the overall anti-tank options here for the Germans, for Deutschland. Got machine opening up there. AC moving forward there, got a cannon effort. Panzerschecks firing away there. Pack 40 moving in. Thankfully, the British aren't heading out towards the southern fuel point, ensuring we at least have some amount of fuel income here, versus in fact, we roughly have the same amount of fuel coming in. So that's pretty lucky because they're so focused on us in the north here, they're just ignoring an otherwise, wide open southern flank there. Storms will push back the officer there with a nice tactical advance. Honestly, a bit risky versus the officer, but took the bet there. In the south here, fresh skirmishing there. Universal map again. Got plenty of mines here from start across the west-southwest there. Good idea, of course, while you're still ahead. Trenches up here. Definitely making things tougher for us. The Germans. Pack shoots, misses the AC Mach 3. Grenadiers being hit. Machine gun storms from nearby. We've still got machine coming up the flank here, protecting against any infantry advances. And again, the ambush camouflage just makes it harder, like for scouting units, like, give away its position ahead of time. And there you go, incendiary piercing rounds. Always a good ability to use, honestly, and I think a lot of Verma players do a lot better with it because it really adds some serious damage. And I'm popping up, I believe, up here as well there to further pressure into the ones in the trench, but also in this case, the flanking sappers. You can see they immediately drops a model there. section they're forced away there as well. Further cash is piling up here for Sully. And the centre, Vic Sully moving on the centre here, and the south victory point being seized. It is a much more brutal series of engagements here. Smoke screen on the MD42, but it happens much late there for Sully. Got tech on the way there for me, and we got truck there as well, like the big tech as well. Moving forwards here. The trench bar has also been something such a man. I can't really make great use of it because the angling is going to be, easily flanked by the British. Ever said of a machine gun in it. Though of course there's still plenty of cover to hide in. And honestly, when it comes to ambush camouflage, you really don't want to stuff your machine guns into stuff like this because you really want to leverage the ambush camouflage bonus. Again, it's really good. I can't stress how good it is. But there you go. Successful northern fuel point hit there. Actually giving us, the Germans, a slight fuel edge here. Even if we don't get it, it still provides us with some advantage. Brandhandgranate. Forcing that in the open and, well, getting them shot to bits there. More smoke called in. Grenades around, or Fultons around. We've got the snub spotted by start, but almost wiped out here. Sturm Pioneer spotting mines as well. So good. In the south here, Fultons is pushed back. We've got in the centre here. But really good consistent use of Sully. Though, obviously, in the heat of the moment, that will not be my exact words. Moving up here, MD42, they're coming up the flanks as well here. There's a bit of a gap there. Fortunately for the British, unfortunately, we also got double mortar emplacements now here for the Allies, making things even less fun for the Germans because they can really lay down some serious firepower. Got the support crop though, will likely rush out some armour. Meanwhile, Vic has just not had the chance to up the Schwerpunted quarters. Surprised he's only gone for one Jaeger squad. And there you go, more smoke. I mean, these two players are being incredibly consistent with the smoke to just like negate any machine guns here, allow them just to further push ahead with the sections. And there you go, Stark finally chooses a doctrine here at the 11, almost 12 minute mark. We got special weapons with the tank hunter infantry section, resupply half track, hold the line, crocodile, and the concentrated fire operation. Schwerer panzer quarters up there. I will initially be going for a Panther to help deal with the infantry, but also the armour. Otherwise, I would probably consider Stug. But the situation most of the British is so dire, I need a Panther first before considering anything else. Also, because I've yet to really have much time to get out more infantry, honestly. So that's another reason I want the Panther. I'd say 3 infantry squads. I could consider Stug here, but the current situation is just like, so much pressure on me. I need to go for the Panther to at least have some way of maybe relieving something. Got grenades off here. Cost me my stormtroopers down to 1 infantry squad again. And there we go, Panther on the way for me. They'll really need to replace my losses. At least the MD42s are doing some work in dealing with the sections. So now they're putting pressure up as well. Insignia Pietro just tank through the Inselaffen, murdering them. At least attempting to murder them. Panther halfway done, and there's just so much smoke here. And they're just also using the mortars to drop more smoke. Again, just doing everything they can to make it difficult for us to set up any kind of lines of fire on them. It certainly seems a bit excessive how much smoke they've actually given to the British, considering they also got so many bonuses in other senses. But anyway, slip firing down here on Vic's centre. Panther almost done, and I've lost one of my machine guns, taking further heavy losses out on me. Did Sully run off with it? No? Or did it just get destroyed? I'm actually not entirely sure. But I'm definitely having a very rough time here. Obviously dealing with clearing up my Pack 40 with the Panther force ready. I have next to nothing left. We got artillery called in looking to destroy the Pack 40. Can just can't Panther fast the AC in the centre. He push for the car point. The south Vic moving about there as well. Vic can soon go for the Panther for himself. Definitely should. Got at least the officer wiped out. A small win there for Deutschland. And any win at this point is most appreciated. Panther getting stunned up. Pretty much for ending a pursuit here. Pretty risky as well there by Sully, to be honest. Got a bit lucky with that the Panther didn't get at least a shot back. And I need to replace all of my infantry losses. I need more troops and I need more, well, everything except more Englishmen. Panther squad on the way there. Stark with a crumble. Sully also with a crumble on the way there, adding a lot more pressure and discomfort to the situation here. Vic holding up in the centre. Fix on the carrier. First crumble ramming here for Stark. Grab the northern victory point. We got 431 to 319. Losing that ambush machine gun definitely hurt. as it leaves him with fewer tools to slow up all these British advances. So there you go, first Panther squad ready. Johnny's retreating, causing the captain not to push too far with the Panther 4, considering how little support I have and thus how little chance I have of actually getting out of there again. Panther 4 ready here for Vic. South flank for Southern Point here. But at the same time, I can't afford to be too passive. Even with the small force I have, I need to like somehow still exert some amount of pressure on the Allies. But there you go. Looks like they've been crumbling from the north here. More smoke again, just further disruption. Got another Panzer Grenadier squad on the way here. Need something with firepower to really just hurt the Englishman. We got more artillery called in here. Just calling in artillery, calling lots of smoke. Machine gun now halfway to the east level. Panther taking a few hits here, and there you go. We got hold of the line popped off as well. Pack 40 there, not reinforced fully. Tanks lining up here, they're going to hit me in the northern flank. Neil Vic in the centre is putting pressure on Stark there. Not too shabby there. Air support raining down the centre. Huge swarm of troops in the north. More rockets they're screaming away there. Got the aircraft which almost hit my troops there. Cromster tank from the north, they're catching the Pack 40 off guard. And going to catch my Panther 4s. In fact, now got a turbine jammed by the sniper. AC moving in as well here. Panther 4 already down to less than half health. Pack 40 gets hit off in the AC. Panther 4 there assisting these from Vic, but my Panther 4 I think is very much toast. I'm going to have to go for Stug now. No, the chance here. My Grenadier squad is no within range really Panther Faust. And there we go. 2 just got crushed. Pack 40 finding it, missing out the shot of the Crom because of fire smoke. They just really good disruptive use of the Allies with smoke. But it's all just absurd how much smoke they've given the British at this point. When you think about it, like pretty much everything the British at this point can like in some way fire smoke. Either with an upgrade or just naturally. Artillery called in then for 2 Stug halfway done. Leaving 14 investigator, going to try and finish it off. Panther 4 misses, the Panther Faust does not. Got a machine holding up the south here for Stark, but yeah, Vic, he's moving up again to support me. It's clearly they're focusing on me. They're trying to sort of break the north side here. Panther 4 diving forwards. Got the investigator finally. Panther Steel Parties nearby. Got here on the Cromwell. They push with British infantry. Pack 4 being caught in a bad spot. Machine moving in there. Need all of my troops up here, but it's just a complete mess again. Crom there taking damage. Huge blob assault here. Grenades off. Grenadiers somehow survive that. Also worth noting, Sully has upgraded grenades. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G, gefechtsbereit. Vic, they're floating better manpower. Could consider some more infantry. In fact, he's going to replace his lost Sturmpioneers, but you know, some more Jägers could be an idea there. Some Obersoldaten. Smoke at the carve point. And artillery fire there at the edge of my base. South here, machine being flanked by the section.
The ability is ready now.
Adding the Pentland machine to the Stugas. That's what you'd always do. Bring it to assist with the carve point there so we can get the fuel back. Meanwhile, another swarm push here by Stark.
If they attack, the enemy will get a drubbing, thanks to our new anvil tactics.
Anvil tactics there, chosen for Stark and Sully. They've both gone for it, by the way. Gabarded larding in the sections. We're digging in the carve point, by the way. Almost getting wiped here in the section. Stuck around for the bomb grenade and maybe pay the price there. Nope, they get away in the end. Got at least the southern carve point back. Not that's really connected to anything at the moment. Crumbling towards the base here. Pack 42 could possibly take it out. It's pretty brutal, and we got just these mortar in place just constantly firing away. The either smoke or mortar bombs just make it difficult, and they can just cover a fat chunk of the map, as you might have noticed as well. Typically not highlighting a bit of a blind spot in a lot of map designers, like they just never factor in what a pair of mortar placement, even one mortar placement can do. So when they can just like effectively just due to the terrain be pretty safely screened off. So that just adds further pressure to me and Vic here. The cannon from the way there for Vic. Two Cromting Southwards here.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Sturmgeschütz on the move. And I just need to build my forces up here. Okay, and it's annoying the British just don't completely shut us out of the fight. We got 260 versus 425. Sam for the snap with the Panther 4. And more smoke, more disruption. I mean, this match is in many ways just again a great highlight just of how beautiful smoke can be, but also in the highlighting, perhaps they gave the British a bit too much smoke. North here push forward to the punch against the trench. We've got flamethrower samples nearby, but at least I'll be able to rebuild my force. Going to get a bit aggressive here, though. Of course, this is looking a bit much as well. Pushing forwards here, lots of mines there. Obviously, pioneers with the minesweepers as well. Punch up northeastern point neutral. And just constant smoke. Near infinite smoke, actually. Got the Cromwell almost there, but not quite. Troops reinforcing, and I probably just need more Stooges at this point. Maybe an Austrian, but I definitely need more armor, and I need more infantry. So a big fighting force for the victory point there. It's a brutal and pitiless fight here with no mercy shown as the British just swarm forwards once more under cover of near incessant artillery and smoke. Pack cleared out again. Crom rushing forwards. They're heavily damaged. Internal pit grounding for the MD-42 there. Close to the ace of Crom moving forward. Got the Pack 40 there. And that's going to think force my hand into a Stuki or maybe a Panther 40. Don't think I'm going to just a Ostwind here. Crom there push back. Section there pushing forward again. Just another massive assault here. Smoking off the MD-34 from support. Pushing up with the Stu. That is definitely a very bad hit on mine there. But I'm still going for it. Flanking the Cromwell here. Need to take out some of those tanks. Another Stu on the way there. And got the Cromwell at least. A small win there for Deutschland. A small bit of light in this otherwise British manufactured darkness. Good lord, with all this smoke, yes, I almost feel like I'm back in London with the fog and the smog. Sturmgeschütz 2. Number 2 on the way there. Stuck there in dire need of repairs. At least got the northern victory point. We got 425. This is 215. And before up against the machine in the center here. And then retreated as I realized there's actually a bit of a bad spot to be in. Panzer squad they need to retreat for now. Stuck in still dire need of repairs. Heading south to grab us on the fuel point back. As for Stark and Sully, not much there. Stark, I imagine, is just saying up for the Crocodile. As for Sully, I would not be surprised if it's going to be the Aviary. As for Vic, well, another Panther could be an idea, but he might also just go for the Panther. And I'm going to try and sneak on the Calf point, at least try and slow down the Allied fuel supply, and also perhaps just draw away the attention a bit. It's a bit risky, obviously, but I think at this point, playing too safe is going to be pretty much a death sentence as well. Try and take out the sniper here, but that's not going to work. I'm going to retreat the Grenadier squad, I think. Northeast, some heavy fire going off there. Mortar emplacements almost wiping up my troops there. Backed up with the massive infantry blobs. Got the Storm Squad arriving here. Need to shoot the Grenadier squad, but again, I'm just trying to, like, by the time there you go, Brett blob. More or less just melting away my section. See the Storm Squad in a matter of seconds. Need to retreat them. I don't. And that might actually end up being a waste of manpower for me. Unless I get sufficiently lucky. Then I run into the blob there, so probably not. So yeah, it ended up being a waste of manpower there. Didn't anticipate again, just massive blob immediately appearing, but again I should have. Crom's being pursued with the Stooges up north. Section also bit, probably got the punish trying to give that in the south here. Vic moving forwards there. Slowly got the southern victory point secured. We got another hold the line off. And actually I went for close to the pocket, trying to pop close to the pocket, but two issues here. I've actually misread the points. I actually need this point, but this point. Trying to begin crashing things there with it. So, bit of a mistake, but even then, it provides some mortar support, then making it difficult for the outside to actually hold points next to us. So, not a complete waste, but obviously not the best either. Bit of a whiff, but basically again, that was the plan. I was trying to hit this, and then theoretically this, but again, I need to hit this. At which point, maybe be able to take out some of this stuff. So, bit of a fumble there on me due to against all the pressure and stress. Crocodile there burning through stuff. Stooges Panther Force moving in there. We got 425s of 193. He's going for the Panther as guest. Got the Aviary up all north there. Troops moving ahead, engaging that. Got veterans, one of them. Got the evening from the north. He needs to retreat the machine before that gets utterly hosed. Quick few hits on the aviary. Panther fighting against the British again. It's just a massive swarm assault. Just raw numbers from the British here. Massive blob tactics, as again the infantry sections are incredibly good for that, unfortunately. There we go, we got sector assault called in here to try and break up this. Decent time there, I think, there by Vic. Catching the British in a bit of a backswing. He almost got the aviary. Cromwell taking heavy damage. But we got more artillery called in on us in return. Going to support need to retreat here. It's a complete mess. Mortar raining down here. It's difficult to actually fight because, again, there's just so much being rained down on us. Flame support and whatnot. Panther holding back 13 kills there. And I need armor. At this point, I may want to consider an Ostwind just again to deal with the infantry from the south here. Fight for the point here. Car piles being hit there. Panther arriving there for Vic and for Deutschland. Sappers routed. Sully fire going off there. Just lots of artillery. Landing all the armor. There we go. Osman away for me. Also, Sully's floating an absurd amount of manpower because he can. At this point, they probably should be spending it on something. Fuel caches, munitions cache, a lot of things there. Particularly if they are aware I'm using close to the pocket, they really should consider some caches on the pockets, on the cut-off point, just in case. Avery, they're almost taking out my pants, so I actually got a bit lucky there. And we got artillery strike there, just almost done there. Troops pushing into the incendiary pushing around, so they're getting massacred and suppressed. They'll be pushing forward. Troops shoots there. Target weak point available, or heat shield now it's called. Bang grenade off there. Almost, I think I actually took out the officer there. No, didn't. Did enough damage there. Troops pushing forward. There we go. Bit of a shot there. Those troops trying to hit, got the Osman wing in there. Email here around the centre. Again, we got Stark and we got Vic clashing out. The Crocodile continue being an absolute menace. Double again upset there, taking out some fat chunks of its health. Almost got in fact cleared out the sniper. And close one there, really close but not enough. Troops being held back for repairs. Clearing out the trench, they can't keep using it. And there you go. Crocodile actually only abandoned, but yeah, gonna get finished off. Good work there by Vic, very good. We got 425 as on 11. Back here, troops reinforcing, setting out once more. Got the Osman ready to deal with the British infantry. Also, in theory, like any air support, using it to try and clear out the anti-tank denial to them. Important to keep those support weapons out of the hands of the Englishmen permanently. North are going for the fuel point there. Stark, so they're beginning to force use manpower again here.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
You got 425 on the 7. Osman attending to the section there. 4 kills on the Sturmgeschütz. Sam's letting about with the Osman push back there. One reason I like the Osman is because it is very consistent in its damage output, unlike the Panther IV, which means most players are like to begin retreating or at least pulling back under Osman. If I was with the Panther IV, you like to see players just charge straight at it because, you know, it's much more RNG based. The connected times just get away with it. Against the Osman, just, you know, blindly charging at it will typically cost you a lot very fast. Howard's up here for Vic for some added anti-infantry pressure in the south here. Moved in the machine gun Panther to assist here. Secure southern point, actually got the machine gun away here. They'll need to retreat all of this, but it does mean it got a new machine gun, which can add ambush camouflage too, so, you know, could be worse. And we got a 17-pounder gun up here for Sully. Very large piece of anti-tank gun there. Panther 4 more is good to go. Panther being fixed up there. Howard's good to go here for Vic. We got 414 was on a 7. We've managed to stop the bleeding for now. Victory points. Panther 4 though taking out the Croc. Well, eventually 3. The Panther 4 mod is pretty good since it has a good rate of fire, plus good mobility here. Turret ring jammed there, but the sniper could still theoretically take it out here. Comet blitz being utilised, and no, gets away. Close call though. Close call. I could go for another Ostwind here if I wanted to. In fact, I may just do so. Panzer they're reinforcing. The south here, there you go, another Ostwind. That way, get a lot of firepower for, you know, a relatively affordable price. Which is typically what I find in matters as the Wehrmacht. Firepower. Lots of it. And that's not something you get out of Tier 4, honestly. It just does not have comparative firepower for the price, in my opinion. Every shoots completely whiffs there. Shoots running 14, be careful here. There we go, bit of shooting there. 17-pounder gun. Look, by the way, I actually haven't realised it's a 17-pounder gun there. That is a bit of a mistake there by me, obviously, but I just want to highlight now it only takes a bit longer until I realise this is a 17-pounder gun. Panzer set for the centre victory point. South 1 claimed to hit back once more by Vic. He could try and launch some southern flanking attacks, like maybe take out the mortar emplacement that way. But there goes second flak Panzer ready for me. Snipers escape the Panzer gun these at least for now. As he gets luckier, he gets unlucky. There we go, retreating. South here we got Vic pushing forward to the Panthers. Panther come fighting fifth artillery firing down the mortar emplacement here. Panther fights and Panther 4 taking to the sniper there. Unleashing a torrent of death, and there goes sniper down. In fact, Stark is now taking some heavy losses. Solid Sword Fort spent up a lot of manpower. So we have some managed to stabilize the situation that claws back here from the sheer British abyss here. Panther 4 there. Veteran 4, that's pretty good. Should reinforcing, should be reinforcing. Got all 3 victory points under German control now here. The 21st Panzer Division. Panzer engaging near the 6-pounder gun. Cromwell on the flank. Grab the southern point. Truck on the way there for Vic. That'll be the Mechanized Repair Regiment. Got the machine gun there. Also equipped with ambush camouflage, of course, because it's really good at machine guns. It's also pretty good on the Panthers. Honestly, it should be upgrading with that too, if I have to be honest. Lining up for another big scale assault here, possibly with another flank involved there from the north. Smoke screen down, yup. Sully preparing for another major assault there, another head-on charge. Got the machine gun there, opening up in the south to defend the centre a bit there. Pushing ahead, the Ostwind spotting these parts of the assault here, allowing the Stooks more time to react. Machine gun there, in a bit of a danger zone there against the ADRE, and there we go. Stooks opening up though, Panther passed off there. Machine gun in the centre there, wiped out. Cromwell there, ADRE taking every damage, being forced machine gun there, lining up the internal prison rounds here. Ostwind pushing forward into the suppressed troops, and there you go, Blitzkrieg maneuver, looking to crash as many. Stooks firing away there, Panther running here as well, almost got the Cromwell. Stook, actually 2 kaput. Infantry getting mauled here, slaughtered either by the Ostwind or the internal prison rounds. Other Stook down again, and still haven't realised this is a 17-pounder gun. It's only now realised it's there. Obviously a massive blunder by me. Absolutely no arguments there. I seriously messed up there. I should investigate it in some way or manner, though again it's pretty difficult on a map like this. Quality, but the other 6-pounder guns here. My Ostwinds are pretty much toast as well. Okay, so running here, bit of support from Vic as well. Catching the Allies acting on a bit of a bad spot, that ends up costing me most of my armoured fleet. But it does also cost Sully in particular quite a bit, and Stark has also now suffered some heavy losses. They actually got caught up in me allowing Vic to move forward and actually deal some damage. Another Stug on the way for me because, you know, when in doubt, get more Stugs. Get more firepower. Feuerstärke. Up north, Panther heavily damaged. We got the Mechanized Regiment up, the repair pioneers on the way here. More smoke being deployed. We got 321 was on and 7. Both German tanks under Vic's command are heavily damaged. Got the Aegis there close to the ace level. We got those mortar plates just constantly firing away there, unleashing a never-ending torrent of death. Got the MD-42 that's still at it, but yeah, guess what? I should have treated that. I was just too exhausted at this point and caught up in things. But Stug arriving here. And I still need to replace a lot of stuff. At least we got the south more or less now firmly secured as the Allies are getting drawn up in the north here. Despite, you know, me technically having the smaller force, they just sort of keep going at me. It's a gift I have, I don't know why. Jaeger those the anti-tank guns.
replacement.
Crocodile number 2 out here for Stark. Got another close to pocket ready. He's got another sector assault. And there you go. Pops it around here. Tilly firing down the house. Almost, or the mortar plate almost got it. Actually hasn't fired a lot. I think he's been very lucky with it. Section caught here. Air support ring down the bridges. Sappers and everything. They're getting blasted. Fighting from northern point here. The Pentagon is overwhelmed the section with sheer German stoic fortitude. There you go. Brandhand Grenade almost thrown ahead, except he's short on munitions. Crocodile on the move here for Stark. Fortitude what they're wiped out. Churchill or Stuart force there. Grab northern victory point here. Crocodile getting absolutely hammered here by Luftwaffe forces. The Kenneth time we've got some smoke being deployed again here. Panther 4 there finally knocks out one of the mortar emplacements. He's silencing some of all of the British artillery. Back hits reinforcing healing. Looking to wreck the anti-tank gun there. Firefly on the move. South here, moving forward there as well. Then he's moving to try and get the cuff point there. In fact, I'm trying to set up for another cut. Close the pocket this time around. A bit more effective in theory. There we go. Don't know how much damage here. We'll have to see if he actually realizes this. I mean, it's not like I'm cutting off a lot, but, you know, I'm cutting off something. Damn it, and I'm killing some Englishmen. Even if it kills me, I'll take them all down with me. Don't think he's quite realized it a lot. There we go. Telefiring down there. Medics getting mauled. But that's about it. Yeah, at this point I just want to do it just, you know, out of sheer bloody mindedness. We got 230 on the 7. Firefly out then getting the Ace Panther 4 now. Entering almost taken out. But honestly, Belgorod is a pretty tough map to get close to the pocket to work on, to be honest. Due to the way it's made. We're floating up there. Another sugar on the way for me. Plus another MG. Got the... In fact, I'm just building a lot there. Should upgrade them with ambush camouflage, obviously. AB going for the Panther Squad there. And white. Another stinging loss to me. We got 203 for Sun and 7.
200 points remaining.
Panther engaging the Crocodile at a safe distance.
Standing by. Send orders. The machine and gewehr team is awaiting
Machine gun ready. Fresh Sturmgeschütz at the ready as well. And there you go. Fort assembly up there for Sully once more. Panther getting the Crocodile head on. Maybe that's where my MD-40 actually went. Anyways, south here, Ace Panther force the section, absolutely mauling up close. Stu's getting ready to move in there as well, flank the British armour. Possibly you see with the Firefly if you can spot that one. Pulling back in the centre, get the AV shoots, almost right another Force gun squad here. Then he's doing Force catching the anti-tank in here. Stu charging force, there you go, Firefly opening up here. Need to disengage with the Sturmgeschütze. Just lost the Stu here, but it narrowly survives. But got the anti-tank there wiped out. Should probably just start here with the Stu that is in good condition. Sappers right in the south here, we got a deep flank here. By Stark looking to outmaneuver their Vic's machine gun. Vic's Panther still operable. Garibaldi landing here on the anti-tank gun. We'll get the Stu to destroy it and thus deny the Allies precious anti-tank weapons. Ambush machine here behind the wreckage of the Cromwell. Got the other machine gun ready here, and we got the ambush Vickers. Plus I'm bringing in more Panzergrenadiere. From north here, section caught with the ambush machine gun. Got the point render neutral. We got 119 was on a 7. Got the Firefly Crocodile heading northwards again. Repushing the machine gun because I'm expecting counterfire on that point if I stick around there, obviously. So not going to do that. Just moving forwards. Stuging are now wiped, unfortunately, but they still have 2 more, so, you know, not a complete total loss. Stug's getting ready there for Deutschland. I need to disengage already. Should wait for the other Stug before doing that. Kind of Stug gets a good shot off there, actually. That was a close one. In the centre, another push forwards here as Vic and Stark continue to tussle over that one. Southern Point Bow is completely undefended. The British do nothing about it. 87 versus 107. We got more fire support here up some, up north, in fact. Panther is pushing forwards. Stug being repaired. Panther there, half age of 22. Crocodile at it. Oops. Panther moving forwards there. Planes as well. 75 points left versus 107. We actually now ahead of the Allies, and there you go. Crocodile almost taking out here, but Luftwaffe, and the Panther finishes off. Morton getting hammered, Firefly getting hammered. AVRE pushes back McGrenadiers, they're almost wiping out. We got 24 kills on it. Stug's moving forwards, all them being repaired up. 65 is under 7. Panther 4, their close being knocked out here by the Firefly. Veterans who won, they gained. Got a Centaur that helped deal with the air support. I'm surprised it took them so long to actually consider it. But I guess they're just feeling so confident they didn't need it. But now the situation is so bad, it may actually not be enough. In particular, Start there is taking so intense losses now that may not matter. Got the Centaur moving in there.
We've got 50 points left.
Almost got the 4-70 there. Aviating hits from the Stug. Jaeger Command Squad, or Jaeger Line, what actually survives that shot. That's quite impressive. You got 39 versus 107. The British need to, you know, get pretty ballsy here to have a chance. There you go. Vic is opening up the advancing British. Actually pushed it too far ahead. They should have kept it further behind here and cover. That's a mistake by me. Thumbs down there. Ground the centre, heading for Northern Point. One last British charge. Pushing north and east before the aviary takes that out. And another wipe there. Stug's moving forwards. Should actually pop breakthrough for increased rate of fire mobility from my Stugs. There we go. Heat shell there off, blinding the aviary briefly. Panzer Squad moving in there. Contest the point. No breakthrough, definitely a thumbs down to me as well there. Definitely should have popped there. Got plenty of fuel anyways. Easily allow me to get more of my Stugs. Bit of a pathing mess with those two getting mentioned. One second over the point here. Section centre white, pushing forwards then. The south point being grabbed under cover, a lot of smoke. Panther charging in there. Veteran 2 gained. We got 2 points left for the Allies. Firefly opening the Panther. Began sending on the centre from Sully once more. Not over Stark is playing, but he's got next to nothing left. His forces have been pretty much just bled dry at this point. Aviary finally got 32 kills. Keeping the centre victor upon our hands, but keeping under foot the Panther, but fails to penetrate the Panther's armour. Getting in for the next big push, and the south here point's being seized.
Points remaining.
2 points left, pushing forwards here. Going to contest the centre. I'm almost sitting south, but then I realise I can just push for the north of the point there with the power of breakthrough. Maybe? No? Definitely should use breakthrough again. It's a pretty good ability now that they've buffed it. I mean, it was kind of good before, but you know, it's more of a problem. Mass blitzkrieg there, go wipe the section there. Now moving in here. Popping break from the process, which allows my Stugs to go out the point. In fact, grab it pretty fast. There we go. Got the Centaur knocked out there, and with that, we end up winning a brutal, absolutely relentless 2v2 match here on Belgorod with heavy losses and absolutely punishing maneuvers, and just really highlighting just the sheer, relentless, absurd firepower available to the British when they could just like blob up and charge straight at you under cover of a lot of mortar fire and smoke, making it very difficult to defend against these kind of attacks there. So this was a pretty damn tough match, and I'm a bit surprised we actually managed to win this, but here we are. Deutschland prevails. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. I hope it gives you some matches. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell family, but don't tell enemies. This is ImperialDane. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.